Doing some research on the total lunar eclipse and its meaning, and it was interesting what it said. It said at this time that in March, this total lunar eclipse, it comes at a time for us where there's a heightened emotion, there's a heightened spiritual aspect of our lives. It comes to us at a time where we are to purge ourselves. We are to look at ourselves, our bad habits. We are to look at them spiritually and emotionally and physically and say, what needs to be changed? It says that upon this deep reflection that it offers us, that we're not to make any big life major decisions for 48 to 72 hours, though. You're to reflect on them during that time. I guess it's good that I'm leaving right after Mass today for my annual priestly retreat for the rest of the week. I sort of find that interesting after researching this total lunar eclipse. But I wonder for all of us today, I mean, is it true? Do we have this heightened awareness? Do we have this heightened awareness of God in our life and what He's calling us to? Our reading that Mary Ellen read so well for us on Isaiah, we're in the very first chapter of Isaiah, the very, very first chapter of Isaiah, the very first words that he writes. And it's interesting that he nails it in this very first chapter, and then he unfolds it for 66 more chapters. He keeps embellishing on what he writes for us here today. And there are some things that catch my ear and my heart. There's this heightened awareness that I'm to have right now from Isaiah. The very first words he says is, he calls the people Sodom and Gomorrah. That would have been like the worst thing you could say to people. He wants to get their attention, and he does. He's like, you're Sodom and Gomorrah. You are the worst people ever. It's time to wake up. You have to have this heightened awareness. And you have to turn back to God. And of course, he says, your sins are scarlet and red, but they can be turned white as snow if you turn back to God. Our gospel is one that I take very seriously as your pastor, as a priest, where Jesus just lays out for his disciples and others who are following him. He says about the scribes and the Pharisees, you know, the religious leaders of the time. He's like, you know, you need to do everything they're teaching. They teach well. They speak well. They teach well. Do what they say. But don't follow what they do. I take that very serious as a priest, as a pastor, to be able to say, do my words and actions, my actions and my words, do they meet up? Do they meet up together? It's time to have that heightened awareness in my life, to see where it does match up and to see where it doesn't, and to ask God for help. But for all of us today, as we gather in this wonderful day that God has blessed us with, do we have this heightened awareness today? Do we know what God is trying to do in our life? Do we hear him speaking to us? Do we hear him pushing us on, edging us on, just to keep going? Don't be afraid. Don't live in doubt. Today, God offers us all of that. Let us receive it well in our hearts this day and continue to grow in faith and love and forgiveness this Lent.